Welcome back, dear viewers. Or if for some reason you're just starting on episode 6, just welcome. Welcome in general to the art of art. I am your host, Jonathan Art. We've only got 2 more pages of consequence left to rip out to reveal the happy family picture that I guess we just managed to perfectly draw on 2 different pages. I guess we just managed to perfectly do it between the 2 outside pages. Or, I guess they don't technically... Oh, no, they sort of do. They sort of join in the middle. So how did we do this? How did we get the composition right here? Were those originally the centre pages and we just stapled other ones in the middle? And now we're ripping all of them out to return this stationery to how it was. Because all the pages that we've added are now trauma. When we, in our hubris, attempted to make the book longer than it actually was. The results of messing around with stationery are quite terrifying. I guess the other possibility is we removed all of the pages in between, drew that on either side, and then meticulously stapled everything back. That's another possibility. Or maybe we're just, really good. Or maybe I've thought about this entirely too much. You could have just held up all the pages in between together, but that, your arm would get tired. You'd have to invent some sort of clamp. A page holder clamp up in the middle of it so that I can... Let's just go to the tree. I don't want to think about this anymore. I'd rather not be playing the game, to be honest. I'm sort of done with it. But I've got to know whether or not I'm right at this point. Oh. It's a good question. It is forbidden. Oh no. Look what you've done, there's a jellyfish now. What? Oh, the brother's an arsehole as well? What? Right, so this is the most obvious. A child broke something and the parents are... the abusive parents upset. There's a tree. We broke a tree. It is forbidden to touch the chair, which is why there's the image of a tree. I guess it is raining in this one as well. Maybe the rain matters. It wouldn't make sense for that to be rain in the one with all the paper aeroplanes. They wouldn't stay up. They're paper. Give me your squiggles. Off we go towards all of it. Or towards some of it anyway. I don't know if all of it is back there. But there's something. There's got to be something, surely. Wow, I'm somehow even more done with this than I thought. Oh no, not the rectangle, it's having a wiggle. It's having a wiggle about. What are we supposed to do? What can we do in the face of such horror? As we walk along the logs, because I guess it's tree time. Tree time is the right time to find out that he's sat up there. What's the deal with this? I've got to sit on this chair and be vast. What the fuck? That is how I am going to dismiss all responsibility in future. Just collapse in a way that probably damages my back a lot and just fall into the abyss. Back pain is often the price of freedom. No, nothing came out. Nothing. I had nothing. My brain couldn't think of a single. Why is he? He's. Is he doing more tumbles? So this is just about him doing tumbles, falling over a lot, having a bad time. Oh wait, no, that's me. So is this when we get the explanation for the spaghetti? The fire's been explained, the little beads have been explained, the paper aeroplanes have been explained. Is it spaghetti time? Is it noodle o'clock? Is it time for... Well, is it time for Dirk Cameron to have his chips? Or are we merely washing another man's dream? Alright, fine. Yeah, there you see. It's where these are. The bits of flimp and grimothy that guide us towards our destiny in a world where there's still cubes and it all still looks basically the same. Now we're far away. Oh, now we're really upside down, and now this is just disorienting. I walked backwards there, if you noticed. Okay, this doesn't even appear to be anything. Oh, is that another... There we go. I figured it out. I navigated the terrible perspective. Like someone suffering through Alex Jones's radio show. In fairness, we're learning a lot. A lot of stuff has happened. It's just none of it is original or particularly well done. Because, I mean, we all saw that man recoil. It's all been done before and better. That's the issue. It's, oh, he's climbing this time instead of doing it. Oh, no, yeah. Silly me. Of course, he tumbles. Sometimes the brother will tumble, but when he does, don't stumble, because it will cause me to grumble about how terrible this game is. Dance through the... Okay, I didn't get the impression we were dancing at all, but we got through it. Why are you here? I mean, it surprised me. I was already dancing, so it really didn't have much consequence, but... You can shout at my hand block all you want, but it won't matter. The potato's gone. It's inky now. It's inky blackness instead of the potato from earlier. It just sort of dawned on me the sentence that just came out of my mouth. So we've got our choice. Do we go through one side of it, or the other one? Or do we skip it entirely with this? With a prolonged sequence of this. Can you imagine how long this would take at normal speed? I'd sooner die. More of this now. Okay, it just wants us to go up. and forward. That wasn't so bad. It didn't completely change directions on you. The perspective didn't mess with us that much there. Now all the cubes are blue, look. They were white before, now they're blue. And we're holding up, I guess those are our ribbons, but they looked like glow sticks. Because they were just rigid rectangles. Which is alliteration. Yeah, there, look, it's just a rigid rectangle time for us and for the children of Krypton. All of the stairs shall fall into place, or my name isn't Jonathan Art. I forgot what my name was for a second there. We're doing that bit, of course. Of course we are. Look at what's happening in front of us. This could only be a job for Jonathan Art. Who else would take it? Who but Jonathan Art has the moxie to figure out what the noodles mean? That's why I'm here doing this. It's so that you don't have to be bothered. By all means, don't feel like you've got to help me. I'll take care of it myself, shall I? Oh look, the chips are coming out of the walls now, and we kicked the noodles. What was that? What was that sassy, What am I looking at? What is happening? Why is that happened? What are we doing? Let's go up the ladder. I don't want to be here. I don't want to look at this anymore. I just get past the wiggly chips coming out of the walls. Just go up the ladder, the floaty ladder that's only a ladder when you're near it, and it just wiggles around in the air like everything fucking else in this godforsaken hellhole that is this game's world. This might be doing things to... What? Can we... Well, all's well that ends well, that's what I always say. We are now up here. So, that looks like a dog man putting an egg in a bucket? Oh, now the wiggly squigglies have taken it, and oh no, we're being attacked. Alright, here's what the spaghetti means. Here's trees for you. Here's foliage just in my eyes. Oh, did we break an important one? He broke an important plant. He did it. Don't point at me! It's difficult to say which... Oh yeah, look, there's the... Look. He also has one expression. I think we have yet to see him close his mouth. I think he's just constantly going... "Ah!" Which, if I were inbound, I'd probably be doing as well. I'm going to point at the plants, you point at my leg, we're going to be golden. We have a game plan. And he's getting away with it. He got away with it because he's got a bit of a plant on a... He's drawn some squiggles that look a bit like this bit of a plant on the paper. So clearly he can't be responsible. He was doing a lovely drawing. But no, look at this. Look at what you've knocked over. None of it's even really broken. I go back here. No, none of it's broken. They've just fallen over. Look at all of the plants that have fallen over. You foolish child. It was him. No. That is what I imagine is being said right now. Fuck me. Is it that? So again, this is the dad shouting because of the plants that have fallen over, and we're blaming the person who actually did it, who, as it turns out, is him. Is it indicating that he is an angry man who causes problems with his anger? And therefore, like, as we now know, both of the parents are indeed a problem. Or is it because this is the first page, and later pages have indicated that the mother is in fact neglectful and abusive? Is this part of the misdirect that's supposed to be happening that is now rendered meaningless? Because, like, it's leading us to believe that the dad's the problem, but we've discovered that it's already more complex than that. We've already discovered it's more complex than that, rather. Are you a part of it, or are you not? I'm going to eat your finger, or you're going to tell me. One of those two things is going to happen. I'll do it. I wish... But there's no point. There's no point in wishing, because it won't matter. I can hope as much as I want. It won't change anything. You know what will probably change anything? I bet if we go out this door and then dance, that'll sort it out. I just have this feeling that might be the solution to this issue. Look at the Wiggler. And of course, what does Square do? No, I guess we'll never know, except when we wind up doing this again. Because this is really a one-trick pony of a game, this is. Oh, it's yellow this time. Oh, I stand corrected. Or maybe it's just orange in different light. Yeah, no, it's orange. Still orange, the lighting was just different. Well, excuse me for thinking that... I mean, I guess I did say the lighting was different. That's a new thing. The triangles are green now that are happening off of us, so that's important. Look at those wiggly things happening. I've really got nothing left in my soul. This game has taken it all from me. Oh, there's the lectern again. I wonder if it's going to wiggle at us. I bet it will. Yeah. So why is the lectern wiggly? Did this happen in a church? Or do we just have a phobia of lecterns? Which is fairly common. Yeah, there's what we already knew about. Again, her expression unchanged. I don't know what's going on there. This is what happens when you make people out of stained glass. And there we are weeping. And we already know the dad's dead, so... Because again, no matter how many times it thinks it's misdirecting us, we will always call it. We're always going to know what the plan is, because you never do anything that we haven't seen. So, but it's sunset now and it's stopped raining, so we're going to walk around a bit more, I guess. That cloud over there has a little curly bit on it, which is brilliant. Other than that, I'm still appalled. Is the boat still floating? Now, there could conceivably be water where that boat is. I guess. Of course, I have to guess, because... Because I just have to. So... We'll see you for another episode of it, if you want one. God damn it.